our friends.
Hello, our friends.
Yeah, we've got Adam here as well, of course. We've got another video that we're doing with Winsor and Newton. Now, they haven't paid us or anything to do this, but they did send us some free pens.
Let's take a look at these.
I was so excited to get them that I tore the packaging open as soon as we got it. So I'm going to insert a clip of what they look like when they're all fancily packaged.
Before you destroyed the packaging they came in.
So guys, we just got these in the post and I am super excited. We got the metallic markers and some neon ones. And the reason I'm taking a little shot of these before we're officially doing a doodle day is because knowing me, I'll probably rip them open and they won't look as good in the video. So I wanted to show you how nice they look when they're all packaged up. But they've essentially sent us some of their neon markers and their metallic markers. The name is a little bit misleading because they're not actually alcohol-based markers. The neon markers are most comparable to like highlighter pens, which is not a problem with me. I love using highlighter pens. And these ones are definitely water-based too, I think, if metallic pens can be water-based, but they definitely don't like blend like alcohol
Like
markers,
Copics and stuff.
which, to be honest, I use a lot of water-based pens as it is, so I'm a huge fan of these. So here's the metallic ones at the top. And those are the neon ones at the bottom, which I'm such a big fan of.
Look how bright those are.
That's a lady I did with the orange neon pen and the gold metallic. I also did, if you follow me on Instagram, you've probably already seen these and thinking, yeah, we already know this stuff, I'm going to skip the video of them. Fair enough. I did some pretzels with the neon and metallic ones. And we also have some toucans that I did in them. I think he looks terrifying.
He does, he's cute.
Looks like he eats children. We were really excited to receive these in the post, and it's thanks to a lovely lady called Alice who keeps sending us
Yeah,
nice
thanks
pens and
Alice.
stuff.
We really appreciate it.
So we thought it might be fun to make a video and show you some live action of us doing something with these pens.
And obviously tell you what we think about them too, because this will be the first time I'm using them. You've had a bit of practice. No, I haven't touched these yet.
I'm really naughty when we get sent things, I just like get stuck straight in. Oh, Adam's jumped in with drawing something already.
I want to try these out. Like you said, you've had a load of practice with these, but I haven't tried them at all yet.
I don't even have a pencil yet, I feel so unprepared. Oh, do I have a colorist? Yes!
You got one?
Oh, that's so stubby. Look at the size of this. I can tell you've been at this one.
Yeah.
My pencils never get this shot. Have you decided what you're drawing?
I think so. I have a rough idea, but it's if it comes out as good as I think. I hope.
Can I guess what it is?
Yeah, what do you think that is?
I think it's a woman in a ball gown or a tree on top of a really skinny mountain.
No.
Adam's had his hair done today, and I've dyed my roots for once. First time in like YouTube history. Well done, Laser Steph. I feel like my roots are like glowing right now. I'm like as neon as this pen here. Can you spot the difference?
Have you finally stopped talking hair and you've started drawing now?
Yeah, kind of. It's not going so great at the anatomy at the moment, but...
You're still thinking about your hair?
No.
You should give her the hair that you've got.
No. So many no's in that.
It's like,
No.
I'm trying to be positive, like, oh, you should do this. No. How's it going?
I'm gonna like steam that camera up with my breath with how close you hold it to me.
It's all that gassing that you do. So what are you going for with this? Can I guess?
Go on, guess.
If the Valentine's cards were anything to go by,
Oh,
I don't think
the Valentine's cards.
I don't think I'll ever be able to guess what it is. That's looking cute.
I don't know, I feel a little out of practice because I've had so many things to do this week that haven't been related to like necessarily drawing. So I kind of feel like I'm drawing with my feet at the moment. I've got a little bit of a rough sketch down, and this is how Adam's is looking.
It's been so cold in here.
I know, last night it got so cold in our bedroom because we don't have central heating in the building that we live in that my phone battery just completely switched off, even though it wasn't like dead or anything. My phone was like, nope, I'm not going to function because it's so cold.
It froze to death.
Yeah. At least like spring and stuff's just round the corner. Is that a cat bag she's holding?
It is. Well, it will be.
Is she going to have a cat?
Maybe.
Have I put you under pressure now?
Yeah, it's like, oh no. Maybe, we'll see. Maybe.
Is it going to be a fluorescent cat?
Yeah, that was the idea, actually.
Really? Could you colour it in this one? Because that's my favourite one.
What colour is that one? Vault Blue.
They have such cool names for like the neon-y ones. So yeah, we got Electric Pink, and we've also got Glowing Green, Spark Red, Cobalt Blue, which Adam's already ruined that one. Luminous Yellow. I think that's the lot of them.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh no, there's an orange sat right next to it. Radiant Orange.
So they're all of the fluorescent ones.
So you'd think with all these cool names that the metallic ones would have super cool names. But no, it's just like blue, gold. Although the one that I thought was most interesting is that this one is called Red Gold. Do people actually call that red gold?
Oh, they probably mean rose gold.
Well, to me, I think that looks like bronze.
All right.
Or do some people just call that red gold? Is that like a cheap way of calling bronze like a gold?
Makes it sound a bit better. Look at my red gold watch.
Right, I'm going to start lining this. And then we can get
I
colouring.
told you, look, I haven't even finished sketching this yet. You always manage to get ahead.
It's because you do better sketches than me.
In the next doodle, they just give me an hour and then we might be at the same place.
Nothing I am holding wants to be in focus today. I feel like I should probably go in with something that bleeds less for the eyeballs.
Yeah, it's having a bit of a hard time with the Sharpie one.
Oh, that's very thick. And these pens keep rolling on me. That's the con of... Look, see, they keep attacking me. Go away, pens.
Just throwing them to the other
that's how
side
you know
of the
it's not a
bed.
sponsored video. I don't think any brand would let me throw their pens.
Get out of the way.
Yeah, shoo.
It's the chameleon one, isn't it? It seems to handle the...
It's because it doesn't bleed.
Yeah, being on that paper, it seems to handle it way, way better.
Although it's not as dark as the Sharpie one. Like, it's a bit more of a milky black.
That's like a bit more like watered down.
If there is such a thing as a colour, milky black.
I need to do mine.
You do.
I haven't even started inking mine yet.
You never ink.
Well,
Are
colouring.
you going to ink today?
No.
Aww.
Don't for no.
You just missed something, guys. Adam's just telling us about how excited he is to draw cats.
And how little I know about drawing cats.
No way, you were saying, you know what? I'm ready to impress our viewers with how anatomically correct I can draw a cat. This drawing that I'm doing so far, it reminds me of one of our art friends. She's called Liz Lapointe. I hope I'm saying that right. But yeah, Liz. I think it looks like her.
Liz is a lefty.
Yeah.
That's how I know her as. Yeah, it does a bit, doesn't it? I think it's the eyes and the hair. Does mine look like anybody?
No.
I tried.
What are you doing now?
Looking for cats.
Do cats stress you out?
No, they don't seem to like me very much, so.
You always say that cats poo in your garden.
Because they do. Look at those meat grabbers.
No, don't tell anyone about the bad hands. You're just trying to take the attention away from all these cats you've been drawing.
Look at their faces.
Have you ever heard that saying, why the long face?
It was there's a certain type of cat, and I don't know its name, but like from its nose to its mouth, it's like really long, and they always look really miserable.
Have you decided what colour you're going to do those cats in?
Neon coloured, probably.
Maybe they're sad because they've been dyed.
They're like radioactive.
Radioactive cats. What kind of a noise do you think a radioactive cat makes?
It's like,
That's so pathetic. I'd expect like more of like a...
like radiated. It's not going to be happy, is it?
I just expect something more powerful, like Superman crossed with a cat.
Oh, like a kryptonite cat.
Yeah. Kabow!
Is that the sound it makes when it explodes?
I definitely think you've come up with a cooler idea here. My sketch is a bit lame.
That can be the branding. It can be cat. Meow. That can be the branding.
I love that you've managed to spell that noise I just made.
Oh, we're not cat people.
Well, of course not, we've got guinea pigs. Remember that one of you so tried to come in the house because it wanted to eat our guinea pigs?
They moved away.
And you'd be chasing it around the house saying, please leave. And I'd be like, leave my guinea pigs alone.
You were scared of it. I had to pick it up to get it out of the house.
Adam's brought in his ever so portable pencil sharpener. What do you do when you're out the house and you need to sharpen a pencil?
I use my teeth. Do anything to get that pencil sharp. It was really cheap though. It's called, what's it called? Swordfish?
Oh, they're the
£6?
same people who made our guillotine,
The
yeah.
paper guillotine, yeah.
Cool.
Not like a medieval guillotine.
What are those?
The things that used to cut people's heads off.
Oh my, no, yeah, we don't have one of them. Do. Okay, I'm gonna go in with the gold.
Oh wow, okay.
Start doing some golden details. And put some patterns in dress or skirt or whatever it is. You'd think I'd know that by now. I don't know whether to give her like luminous lips or if I should use like
that'd be really cool.
Do you think I should? It might
Yeah.
look terrible, but let's...
Ooh,
Well, you can't deny that this is all luminous drawing anymore now.
that's good.
And some squares.
You're making this up as you go along.
A little bit. I'm just blocking in some of the black of the hair. And I like to leave little white lines in between where all the different parts are so it doesn't just merge into one shape.
Like she's got like a black bag on her head.
What? No, she doesn't look like that.
If it was like a big block.
No. Oh, you mean if I'd done it like
Yeah.
that? I thought you meant it currently looks like that. I was like, how dare you? The handy thing about these is that because you're colourblind, at least the colours are all listed on the barrels.
So I can pretty much manage luminous yellow. I think I'm alright there.
Oh, you just reminded me as well. Can you show the other tip for a second? Because when I first saw these, I presumed the other end was a brush end.
There you go.
But, yeah, let me just focus. Yeah, that end's not actually a brush end, it's just like a thicker tip.
A bigger version of the other end. Which
Yeah.
is this one.
I mean, the thing that I like about these is that I like drawing with highlighter pens as it is anyway. And it means that you get some different shaped nibs to work with.
I want to give her like bright yellow tights.
I used to wear bright yellow tights in my teen years. What about cats?
I don't know about those yet.
I thought you said they were radioactive cats.
We'll make those really colourful.
Okay,
too.
thank you. Has she got like a dead fish on her top?
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
Because fish.
And she's got yarn hair.
Yeah, see?
She's a right cat woman.
Exactly. Oh my god.
She doesn't have whiskers though.
No, she hasn't gone that far yet. Did you ever see that thing on TV where there was a guy that did have cat whiskers?
Was there?
Yeah.
Did he like install them into his own face or was he born with them?
Installed. Yeah. Yeah, but he didn't have the right driver, so it didn't work.
Look at that concentration.
It's because I don't like colouring in.
Do you guys prefer colouring in or do you prefer doing like the line art / sketching?
Yeah, because, I prefer that all day, every day.
For me, I sometimes feel like I'm not a true artist because I'd rather just like colour in all day. Can you remember over Christmas when I couldn't be bothered drawing my own pictures, so I kept asking if I could colour in yours?
Well, that one's come out kind of weird, but
Why do you think it's come out weird?
it looks kind of blotchy. That looks like a nice solid colour, whereas this one seems a bit more blotchy. It might be me.
Because the water base, if you go over, it's like felt tips. If you go over the same area
that's
twice, it'll
what
darken it.
That's what I've done.
Yeah. Hone your technique.
Let me give them a violet fish.
Violet fish. For some reason, I thought you were going to say a violent fish.
Violent fish. You killed me.
I'm starting to think that Adam's technique for this one is to use each pen like at least
At
one
least
in this
once.
drawing. I want you to colour the cats. That's the bit I'm most excited for.
Okay, we'll do a yellow one, a green one, and a blue one.
No, I want an electric pink cat.
Oh, okay.
You saw that.
I don't even know what like patterns cats have.
It doesn't matter, it's a nuclear cat, it can have any pattern. So yeah, as you can probably tell, Adam's technique is to use tons and tons of colours. And mine's been to kind of like go for a more limited colour palette.
Yours looks really, really nice.
I really like yours. I feel like yours has a better story to it. Mine's just a random woman with no legs. Thought I should try and give her some legs, but they just look weird.
You inked it now, there's no going back.
I know, that's the thing. She's stuck with weird legs. She's got some right Jetson boots on.
She's going to see Elroy.
I don't know the names of any of the characters in the Jetsons. I just remember as a kid, the Jetsons used to always give free merchandise and cereal.
Thank you, Jetsons.
I think I'm showing my age there.
The Jetsons originally came out before we were even born.
Oh, maybe I'm not showing my age there.
So a radioactive bag for her radioactive cat.
I hope you get fan art for these cats. Can you give them names so that people feel more inclined to draw them?
That's Bert.
No, they have to be really nuclear names.
Nuclear Bert. That's Atomic Gottfried.
And who's the little red one in the corner?
Mushroom Mike.
Mushroom Mike.
They're like bachelors.
Bachelors.
Bachelor cats, yeah.
Could you tell me anything about the interests of your characters?
Their interests?
Yeah.
Well, they like yarn and milk. The cat's one. What do you think?
I just feel like you've come up with a very creative LC here and you're giving them very average cat personalities.
I haven't got that far.
Oh, okay. Stay tuned, there might be a video in the future about Adam's cat LCs.
Oh, that'd be so cool.
I know. I'd draw them. Seriously, whenever we go on like doodle dates, I never know what you're gonna draw. I feel like I'm quite predictable. You're like the wild card.
There you go.
If you want to see more that we've done with Winsor & Newton, we did a 3-marker challenge with them, which I'll link up there.
Up there?
I hope it's up there.
Yeah.
Somewhere
No,
up here.
yeah, that's it. If it's a card, it's the other way.
Bye!
Bye, guys.
Oh, leave me alone, art supplies. Shoo.
We better give Steph a minute.